Hi, John here with Extreme Game Truck. Whether you're an owner or a driver game coach with Extreme Game Truck, you're always connected to the information that you need. The booking software that we use is called Event Rental Systems, better known as ERS. The ERS has two main components, the control panel and the ERS driver app. Today, we'll be going over the ERS driver app. The first thing you should do is download the ERS driver app to your smartphone. You'll find it in your app store as ERS driver app, and this is what it looks like. Once you have the app, you'll want to enter your login credentials. You should have already been emailed your login credentials. Please call us if you haven't received them yet. We'll go through the following instructions as though today you have a scheduled event. On the day of your event, you'll log into your app early enough in the day so that you have time to prepare. Once you enter your login credentials, you'll have the option to click between Open CP and Login. For now, click Login. You'll be given the option to clock in or clock out. For now, just ignore that function unless you are instructed to use it after you start working. Now you'll click on the menu lines at the top left portion of your screen. Here, you'll click View Load Sheet to see the events scheduled for today. You can change the date by touching the blue date banner at the top of your screen. You'll note that the ERS routes your events for the day by designating point A, point B, and so on, depending on how many events you have for the day. The starting point, which is where the trailer is regularly stored, will be point A. Point B will be your first event of the day, point C, your second event, and so on. This first page shows a summary of the event, such as customer name, address, and start and end time of the event. To view more detailed information on the event, tap on the orange basket at the top right corner of the customer summary page. This is the customer detail page. You can see the page you're on by viewing the highlighted icon at the top blue banner. Here, it's represented by the image of a customer. On this page, you'll see all the customer information you need to know so you know who your customer is, how to contact your customer, and any notes pertaining to the event, such as start and end time, and any other notes left for you by the reservation agent or the customer. Be sure and check these notes for each customer because it will provide you with important information such as the guest of honor name, gate codes, and any special parking instructions. From this page, you'll also be able to call the customer directly from the app. Just click on the orange phone icon next to the customer phone number. You can also navigate directly to the customer address by clicking the navigation icon next to the customer's address. Remember, it's your responsibility to contact your customer the night before your event to confirm address and parking instructions. It's very important to do this because you don't want to struggle with instructions on the day of the event. Also, the customer will appreciate your call the day before their scheduled event. And remember, happy customers means happy tips. You will also be responsible for calling the customer before you head to their location on the day of the event to give them an estimated time of arrival. If you think there's a chance you may arrive late, please contact our office immediately to inform the customer service manager right away. Further event details will be located on this page. If your event is at a park, be sure to get specific parking instructions from your customer the day before and confirm the day of the event. Some parks have several parking areas, and it may be difficult to find where the event is if you don't have specific instructions. The bottom line is, always be prepared. The next page for your convenience is the items icon. This is represented by these 4 stacked boxes at the top blue banner. Imagine these boxes as your cargo. Click on these boxes and you will see all the items that the customer has ordered. For instance, online gaming, virtual reality, racing simulator, etc. You will clearly see here what the customer paid for. Remember, if it's not on this list, they don't get it. The next page is represented by the image icon. To explain this page, you need to know that the customers have the option to pay the remaining balance when you arrive with credit card on file used to pay the deposit, or a different credit card or debit card. No matter which card they use, they will be required to show you an ID that matches the name of the person who booked the party and or the name on the card that they used to pay for it. If the customer does not provide you with a valid driver's license to scan, you are not authorized to start the party. To scan the customer's ID, simply click on the camera icon. Then you can take a photo with your phone's camera to scan the front and back of the customer's driver's license. Once you have scanned and saved the image of the front and back of the license, you can move on to the last page, the payment page. This last icon is the payment page, represented by the $ icon. Click on this icon and it will open the payment and contract page. Remember, we never start any event until we have a signed contract and payment in full. You will see clearly if the contract has been signed or not. If it gives you the option to view and sign contract, then the contract hasn't been signed yet. Simply click on the icon and scroll down. You will see an orange circle with a pencil in it. Click on this icon and a signature screen will appear. Now the customer can sign the contract with their finger right on your phone screen. You should take a few minutes and read through the contract to familiarize yourself with it. Once the contract is signed, you can move on to payment collection. Simply click on the $ icon again, and it brings you right back to the payment and contract page. This page will show you the amount the customer has paid and if there is a remaining balance due. This page will also show you if the customer has digitally signed the contract. To collect the final balance, simply click on the orange $ next to Take Payment. You will be given several options to collect final payment if there is a remaining balance. To collect cash, enter the total amount of the remaining balance. Customers may pay the exact amount because they're told that the drivers do not carry cash. If the customer pays you more than the amount due, only enter the amount due. The rest is yours to keep as a tip. You do not need to report this to the office. To collect card on file, please remind the customer that you will need to scan a valid driver's license that matches the name on the booking or the name on the credit card being used to pay the remaining balance. Remember, no ID, no party. If you have any issues with this, please don't take chances. Call the office. To collect a card that is different from the card used to secure the deposit, you can use the manual card entry icon. This will give you the opportunity to manually enter the credit card information provided by the customer. You must physically see the card that is being used. And remember, you will need to see and scan the driver's license that matches the name on the card. If you have any doubts or see anything that seems out of order in any way, please call the office. Remember, when in doubt, call the office. When you process a credit card payment, your app will give you a signature screen for your customer to sign with their finger right on your phone screen. Once you submit the payment and signature, you're done and ready to start the party. Now that we've gone through how to utilize the app on the day of the event, let's close with how to prepare for future events. The driver app will show you a calendar but it will not indicate which days have scheduled events when you open the calendar. There is a way to do this. When you first log into your app and click the menu bars, one of the options is Open Control Panel. Clicking this option will take you to a screen with a full calendar on it. The calendar will display a green circle on certain days. The green circle indicates that there is an event scheduled for that day. The number inside the circle indicates how many events are scheduled for that day. With this information, you will always know which days you have upcoming scheduled events. This calendar is for viewing purposes only. We ask that you do not click through any areas of this control panel. This section is used strictly by the reservation agents. As we progress through your training, we will continue to go over the use of your ERS driver app. Please take the time to practice with this driver app and get familiar with all the functions. We're available to answer any questions you have along the way during your training. Thanks for taking the time to follow this training video. We hope it was helpful. Take care for now, and we'll see you soon.